Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's so with Heidi here. On today's tutorial, I'll be sharing with you guys the most requested tutorial which you guys voted that I should make a handkerchief skirt. So I'll be sharing with you guys how to cut and sew this beautiful handkerchief skirt you're seeing. Stay tuned to the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment in the comment section. Let's get started. So here are the fabrics I'll be working with. So I have 2 yards for each. So in total, we're using 4 yards. Now I folded my fabric into two. That's the 2 yards. I folded it into that's 1 yard for each and 1 yard. So you can see that I have 2 yards on fold for the two. That's 1 yard as it is like this, right? So I'll take it to the floor so we can see what I'm showing you guys. Okay. So now if you look at it properly, you see that I folded the 2 yards into two and I folded the two at once. So we are cutting for the two sides. Okay, so now the next thing you're going to be doing is to get the radius of your circumference or the radius of your skirt, the waist circumference, right? So the waist circumference I'll be working with, normally my waist circumference is 29 to 30 inches, but we are not going to be using our actual waist circumference. We're going to be using our hip circumference. Remember, we're going to be putting elastic band there. So if you want yours to be an elastic band, it has to be big, but if you're going to be using zip, then you're going to get your actual waist circumference. So what I did was to divide my hips. Okay, so I'll insert the formula in front so that you guys will get the formula. Okay, so that is what I have there, and I'm marking 6.6 or 6.7, something like that. So just get your measurement and mark it, so that will determine how much you're going to have as your circumference there. So mine includes sewing allowance. All right, you don't necessarily need to add sewing allowance, because at the end of the day it is not even your actual waist circumference. Okay, but if you're working with your actual waist circumference, then go ahead to add sewing allowance. Now you're going to come down by the skirt length you want, and that part is going to be the shortest part. Okay, so the skirt length I'll be working with here is 24, and that includes the folding that's the folding of the hemline. Okay, so you can do 22 or 23 or even more if you have bigger fabrics. Okay, so I will mark that at that point, and also towards the folded side I will also mark the same skirt length there. Okay, so I'm going to mark that at that point. Now the first line I'm going to just connect it straight up to the end of the fabric, and we're also going to connect the other one straight. Okay, and at the end of the day we're going to form like an angle, something like that. Just watch what I'm doing, you're going to understand. It's very simple to make, trust me. Okay, so we are creating like a box or a square, as you can see. So this is what we are having so far. Now at this point your skirt is okay, it's perfect like this. You can go ahead and cut it, but me, I like being extra, so I wanted the that handkerchief effect to be more exaggerated. Okay, now I will come down by 8 inches or 7 inches. You can come down by 6 if you don't want it to be up to the full length, because if you're coming down by up to 6, if you're coming down by up to 8 inches, that means it's going to reach the floor length. Okay, so if you don't want yours to be that long, please leave it the way it is. But for me, I wanted it to be a little bit longer than the actual way it should be. Now I'll come down by 8 inches and I'll just go ahead and connect. Now at this point there is no exact measurement to use. I will advise that you use your eyes and make sure that your lines are well, like it's looking well. So as I was doing it, I make sure that I curve or connected it to the way I felt like it was okay. I tried to use some measurement to do it, but it didn't work at the end of the day. So that's why I said it is not by measurement. Just make sure that you connect to the way that it's going to look fine, and it is going to, be equal. The sides are going to be equal. No part is going to be looking curved or curved. All right, so just go ahead and do that, and that's just basically it. But if you don't want yours to be a little bit exaggerated, please just go ahead and leave it the way it is. The way it is as perfect as it should be. All right, so I'm just doing this is just like an extra. Is not important, it is not mandatory, it is just a thing of choice. Okay, so as you're going to be doing this, make sure that you connect, make sure that you're seeing that the two sides are not looking the same. So I was trying so much to connect them so that they're going to look equal and the same. So just go ahead and do that, and after doing, I'm just going to go ahead and cut your patterns and all of that. Okay, so I was just trying to make sure that everything is looking good. Just go ahead and do that, and we're going to show you guys what we have at the end of the day. after cutting now, this is what we have. You can see that I try so much to make sure that it's equal and it looks almost like the same, right? Now this is what we have. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the elastic band, the band I'll be working with, sorry, the band first before the elastic. So what I did was to get the circumference of the circle that we just created. Okay, so I measured it round and I cut a fabric that is equivalent to it, and the width of it is about 6 inches. So that's unfold is 3 inches. Now we're going to sew the sides of our skirt together. All right, so I'm just going to match the two sides together and I will sew that together. It's going to normally it's supposed to be the side, but at the end of it we're going to put it at the middle of the front and the back. Okay, so just going to go ahead and sew by half an inch or by the allowance you have for yours. And after doing that, this is what we have. I ironed it as well, and I've also gone ahead to fold the hemline. So I folded it in. As you can see, everything is coming together. It's very simple, trust me. So after doing that, the next we're going to do is to get the circumference of what we have there. So I'm going to confirm what I have there, okay, so we can mark it on our band. So I have about 21. All right, so I have about 21. That's on fold, and I'm going to get my band. Like you can see, I've already folded it into two. I've ironed it properly as well. So what I have there now is also 21. Abby, I think so. It's 21, and I folded it. I closed the side first before turning it and folded it into two. That way, it's easier for you to sew your band inside. Okay, so I'm going to confirm what I have there. I have 21 inches as you're seeing, and the next thing we're going to do is to get our elastic band, and then we take the measurements. Now I have a detailed tutorial on how to sew an elastic waistband, so in case this one is not so detailed, don't understand anything, please head over to the channel and check that out. I'll put a link in the description box for this video. So what I have there now is normally our this one is 29, so you're going to be minusing about 5 to 6. The highest you should minus is about 7 or 8 inches. Okay, so it depends on how tight or how loose you want your. If you don't want it to be too tight, you can minus 5 inches. But if you want the waist to tight you, and maybe your elastic band is not so stretchy, okay, so it all depends on what you want. But I minus about 6 to 7 inches from my actual waistline. That's my actual waistline, not the round of the skirt. So imagine that your waist circumference is 29. You're going to minus 5 to 8 inches from there, then cut your band. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and stitch that together, and then we're going to start sewing our band to the fabric. Like I said earlier, if you need a detailed tutorial on how to sew this elastic waistband, please go ahead and check the description box. You're going to see a video that is linked to it. So that's how you will see a detailed tutorial on how to sew an elastic band. So what I'm going to be doing now is to make sure that I'm taking note of where exactly the elastic band stops. Please make sure that you don't stitch on the elastic band. So you're going to sew about 0.25 away from the elastic band. Just going to stitch on it. Please use your hand or use a pen to check where the elastic band stops. You're going to see it there, and then just going to sew close to it, and then as you sew, you're going to stretch out, sew and stretch out, sew and stretch out, and that's just it. You're going to sew that to the end, and at the end you're going to start another line. Okay, let's just watch, and then I will show you guys what I did. So this is what I have after sewing. Just going to go ahead and stretch out the elastic band so that the ruffles is going to distribute evenly. Okay, after stretching it, you can see what we have now. Now the next thing we're going to do is to stop stitch. We're going to top stitch first. Now I'm going to be marking 0.5. You can mark from 0.5 to 0.75, sorry, and stitch round. So as you're stitching, you're stretching out, stretch out, make sure that nowhere is folding. And after doing that, you're going to start another line, and that's going to be 0.75 from the first line you just stitch, or 0.5 as well, depending on the wideness of your elastic band. Okay, just going to stitch it the same way you stitch for the first one, and when you're done, just go ahead and trim off the excess or on the band, leaving about 0.5 for you to stitch on the skirt. And that's just it. You can see how pretty easy it is, and it looks very beautiful, trust me. Yeah, just go ahead and trim off, and we're going to attach it to the skirt. So this is what we have at the end of the day. You can see now the next thing we're going to do is to get our skirt. Remember that we're supposed to create like 4 notches. Now we already have 2. That means the joining we have is 2, which is at the middle of the front and the back. Now I'm going to get the sides, so I'm going to fold everything together and notch the 2 sides, And after notching that two side, I'm also going to take the elastic band and also notch four sides. Okay, so I'm going to be notching 4 points on the elastic band, so it can match up the four knots you have at the skirt. Okay, so just go ahead and notch one side, the other side, and also fold it into two again, and then notch the middle. After doing that, you're going to start sewing it to the skirt. Doing this is very simple, and I believe so. And if you've watched this point, you have not subscribed, you have not liked, you have not dropped any comment yet, please go ahead and do so. That's the only way to encourage me. Okay, so just go ahead and do that. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to be matching up the points together. Okay, so I'm going to match one knot, and you're going to, if you don't know, if this is your first time doing this, please, I would advise you just pin so that everything will be easier for you. So when you notch that part, you're going to find your other knot and also notch it to that side, so by the time you're sewing, you know where this one is going to stop. Okay, so just going to go ahead and sew. Me, I already know how it is, so I don't really need to pin everything, so that's why I'm sewing it like this. So just going to go ahead and sew it all around, and by the time you're done sewing, we are basically done. Yes, this is how everything came out looking. You can see how beautiful it is. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.